Alright everyone, so it's been a long time since I last recorded a new feeding video, so I know I'm about a month and a half late. I'm just apologize for that. So the teas have been fed since then, so I want to take this time to wish you guys a very happy Valentine's Day. We're going to give a lot of love to my teas, my scorpion, my leopard gecko, as well as Lola, but unfortunately not as much love as for the crickets and supers. There will be the sacrifice for this video. So anyways guys, grab a bag of popcorn, your favorite drink, and enjoy the feeding video. They will be timestamps in the video description to show you exactly what tarantula that I featured. So I think it helps everyone new to the channel as well as all veterans to see what kind of tarantula is that if they have forgotten. Alright guys, let's get started. This will be a little bit hard for me because this will be the very first feeding video that Maggie is no longer with us, but she's in our hearts and spirits, and dedicate this video for her. Alright guys, let's go to the first tea. Alright guys, brand new camera, tripod, as well as brand new light. So very first tarantula of 2021 that we're going to feature is my Grammostola rosea, which is the red phase rose hair. So this is Lois. Boosh. Yeah, she grabbed it. Kind of hard to see with in the light, but it's got some nice color. Perfect. Alright, this one here is my Grammostola porteri, which is the rose hair. This is the normal form. There we go. Very beautiful adult female, around 5 inches. Alright, Ada's sure gotten way bigger since back in the day. This one here is my Brachypelma auratum, which is the Mexican flame knee. Of course, she's going to do an impressive attack. There we go. Very beautiful female. She's probably around like the 4-inch mark. She still has a little bit more growing to grow into. But a very, very nice specimen. Alright, this little cutie button here is a Kochiana brunnipes, which is the Brazilian dwarf pink leg. Yep. Adult female that I bought from Tarantula Canada. Yep, around, I would say, 2.5 inches. Alrighty, I'm not sure if you can see this one here. This is my Monocentropus balfouri, which is the Socotra blue-legged baboon. The one that I got from T-Soy Spiders recently passed away, but that was almost an adult, and I had her for about 8 years. But as you can see, took it like there's no tomorrow. I'm not sure if you can actually see where she is, but she's a hider. Alright, my lovely female Emilia happens to be a Brachypelma Emilia, the Mexican painted red leg, or some people like to call it the true red leg. Come on, show me some lovin'. Got some nice chocolate for ya. There we go. Enjoy your nice cinnamon candy. and gummy worms. She purty. Oh, she doesn't like the light. So, okay. Sorry, girl. This is why I don't want to bring tarantulas into too much light. I'm just doing it for video purposes so you can see her. This one here is my female Brachypelma klaasi, Mexican pink. I don't know after that fiasco she's going to eat, but she's also a very gorgeous female. Okay, maybe put one close to her. Ah. Yeah, I don't think she wants it, but I'll leave it as an update so you can see how she's doing. Here's an update on my Brachypelma baumgarteni, which is the Michoana Orange Beauty. This is a 3.5 to 4 inch female. I would say more 3.5 really. As you can see, superb eater. I just love this tea. Nhandu tripepii, which is the giant blonde bird eater. Beautiful. I got a small one and a huge one that you'll probably see in the later part of the feeding video. Not obviously this part, but probably the last part, because I usually save the big monsters for last. But good eater. Alright everyone, so here is Annette. This is my Tlitotactl vagans, formerly Brachypelma, the Mexican Red Rump. So she got a upgraded enclosure. I love the way she pounces. Pretty certain she's a female, but I have to have a molt to be sure. Great looker. An absolute favorite in my collection of the Grammostola genus. This one here is my Grammostola species maule, or species conception, which is the orange fluff. Her name is Laura. Named after the Evil Within boss, because she looked like a spider. Usually she's a great eater. I guess not today. Alrighty, this is a really haunted enclosure. One of my favorite Chilobrachys. This one is a guangxiensis, which is the Chinese fawn. This is a recently molted female. Banzai! She went full kamikaze on this one. Let's give one more. Of course, typical Chilobrachys. Always hungry. Yeah. She looks good. Alright, there's my other guangxiensis. Looks about the same size as the previous female that I was featured. Super quick grower. Oh, I love that kamikaze. Let's give another one. Eat those nice egg rolls. Yeah. Nice crunch. Definitely one of my favorites of the Chilobrachys species. I know I love the Brachypelma, which is the colorful one, and the electric species blue. I really like the guangxiensis. This one didn't web as much as the other one, but I'm hoping she'll go back to it. Awesome. Alright, check this out. Isn't that the most freshest tarantula you just seen? This one here is my Aphonopelma chalcodes desert blonde that I got like 6 or 7 years ago. Just molted. As you can see how nice and translucent this one is. Unfortunately, looking at it, she's missing a pulp. But as I stated in many of the feeding videos, when a tarantula molts like that, you want to give it a couple of days. For slings, I'll probably wait about like 2 or 3 days before I could feed them. Alright, so unfortunately no feeding on this one. Alright, this one here is an Aphonopelma anax, which is a Texas tan. Doesn't resemble a tan, but that's what it sold to me as. There we go. Good girl. Nice. Alright, here's an update on my larger A chalcodes. This is the desert blonde. Sexed female. Beautiful. Has an upgraded cage. Enclosure, so pretty happy. Alright, itty bitty rose hair, Grammostola porteri. Fearless. Alright, so here I have a pair of Grammostola pulchra, which is the Brazilian black. Perfect. Now let's see how this one does. This is new to the channel. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, but oh, she was hungry. That's a hungry response. Oh, I missed it. There we go. G. pulchra. Alright, so it's been about a couple days since my last recording, so I'm going to feed again that molted Aphonopelma chalcodes desert blonde. And see if she will attack. There we go. Love it. Yep, I would say that is about 1.5 inches. very slow growing species. Alright, this one here is a Nhandu tripepii, the giant blonde bird eater. I got from my friend Michael. I bought a couple teas from him that you'll see later on in the video. A very nice gentle bite. I don't know if you can actually call it gentle, but amazing. Here's good old Talia, my Grammostola porteri, which is the rose hair. Very gentle. Alright, this is a little freshie. This one here is an unsexed Orphanaceus philippinus, which is the Fillipino Orange. Gorgeous. Gotta love your Filipino tarantulas. Hopefully it's a female, but did molt, but unfortunately you can't really sex it with all it's mangled up like that. But great eater, and also a great Weber too. There we go. This one here is a mature male Grammostola rosea, rose hair. I mean, eating super well. Usually mature males they put out off eating, but this one is an exception. Beautiful. Alright, what we have here is a hopefully gravid, sorry girl, female Harpactira pulchripes, the golden blue-legged baboon. I made a mating video on my iPhone. I'm gonna see if I can try to get it on YouTube for you guys to see. I've made it her, I mean, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm gonna feed her up a little bit more. You can see her abdomen is quite large. Hopefully she's carrying her little legs, but that would be really cool to see. She molted about like 4 months ago, so you can see her colors are quite nice and quite striking. Alright, up next, used to be very common, now it's getting harder and harder to find these guys. This is a Poecilotheria regalis, which is the Indian ornamental tarantula. Now I say these because these are now protected and it's very difficult to actually get them because you need permits, just like the Brachypelma. So I used to have so many pokies, now I only have down to 3 of these. I have a regalis, a metallica that you're going to see later on in the video, as well as a Piscifusca Le Cellier version, which is really cool, and hopefully we could actually see that specimen. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now, don't know if it's a female or male yet, but I'm either stoked as is, because it's such a nice tarantula to look at. And all-time one of my favorites, genus. Alright, this guy is probably due for a rehouse, or sorry, this gal, part of my expression. This is, I want to say Kelly. This is a Stromatopelma calceatum, which is the Featherleg Baboon. Oh. Crunch. Yeah, she's about, I would say, good 3.5 to 4 inches. Very cool tarantula, but also one of the defensive arboreals in my experience. Back to the bigger folks. So this one here is a porteri, rosehair, Grammostola. I like the fact that she's so inquisitive. She's determining whether she's going to take it or not, and that she did. Perfect. Alright, this one here is a Aphonopelma cyanopubescens, green bottle blue. Oh, nice. Man, that was fast. Alright, let's get one more. See if she's definitely hungry for sure. Take the second one. What a star. Yep, this is about good 4.5 to 5 inches. They get up to about 6 inches in leg span. Really incredibly cool species to own, and definitely one of my top 10 favorites of the tarantula world. Definitely buy one if you don't want a really potent tarantula but enjoy the webbing enclosures. These guys will web the entire enclosure, and it's such a pretty nice tarantula when it's full grown. You can see the colors. They're extraordinary. Green carapace, orange abdomen, and a bluish abdomen. You can see the gorgeous colors of these spiders, and they're not too expensive too, and you can get them fairly common. Alright, now, so common is that Michael was selling the last of his collection, and he asked me if I wanted to have another GBB, and here it is. As you can see, the abdomen has a bald spot, and you can see it's a very dark blue color. That almost signifies that a molt is approaching, so at this point I just don't feed her until when she does. Hopefully I'm on spring break, and hopefully I can catch the molt and do these recordings as I often do, as I used to do, but starting to get back into them now. But there we go, that's one of my newbies. A nice GB female, incredibly fat. Here's my OG El Parahybana, the salmon pink bird eater. It's for Plasma Dude 47, one of my YouTubers that love to watch my videos. He really loves this one, and you could probably see why, because it's such a great eater. And she's probably about half the size as they're normally supposed to grow. These guys get up to about like a 9.5, 10-inch leg span. I have an L. Kluge Marissa that you'll probably see in part 3 of the video. That's very large. Love the hairs on this spider. And also the cheapest too, and that's because their egg sacs can consist of over 2,000 eggs, so that's why usually they're so cheap as spiderlings. But they're fast growing, and if you feed them well, you'll probably get an adult in as little as 2-3 years, maybe even less if depending on how often you feed them. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to do a very quick feeding of this little girl, or sorry, this big girl here. Got this one from Tarantula Chani. This is a female Trinuchilus murinus red phase, orange bitey thing. or orange baboon. That's actually really pissed off at me at the moment. So, I'll try one more. I'm not going to get too close to this girl because a bite from this particular spider is not something that you would want to experience. There we go, got it. Oh man. There we go. Oh, nice fang action. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, she's got blackish legs. She's definitely due for a molt. But there we go. Alright, this one here is an Avicularia variegata. The common name escapes me, but I'll link it into the video description. Definitely is some sort of pinktoe. And it's quite hungry. Definitely not an Amazon sapphire pinktoe, that's for sure, but I'll link it into the video description. So there we go. I got this one from James, which his name is Cheyenne on his email. Sold me this female along with 2 Caribbean Laitas that you're going to be seeing very soon. Actually right now, so say bye-bye. Alright, here is my second Caribbean Laita. Tucked beneath the corner there, so see if I can try to put a superworm down the hole. Crunch. It's got the little pink toes, but let me see, get another one here from the back. Alright, so I searched up the name of the Avicularia variegata. That's actually called the Red Pinktoe. I don't know what's so brick red about it, but this is definitely the most favorite of the pinktoes. This one here is the Carabina versicolor, which is the Antilles pinktoe. Crunch. She's absolutely ginormous. She's about good 5.5 to 6 inches. She's gonna be my new Pandora. But at least she's quite friendly. Beautiful. 2 superworms in one go. That's my girl. Alright, this little tarantula is chilling here. This is a Psalmopoeus pulcher, the Panama Blonde. Woo! She was quick to anger. Yeah, this is, I would say, a 3-inch female. Definitely very spunky. Oh, beautiful, everyone. I finally got this one out. This one here is a Poecilotheria safusca. This is the Pascal Lecellier's form. It's kind of like a mix between the Highland and the lowland form. So let me try to get this female to come out. I got this girl from Tarantula, Canada. Beautiful, nice. I'm gonna try to get her into the light. I'm not sure if this will come out clear, guys. I'm sorry if it's... She loves to web the enclosure, but this is what they look like. The Pascal Lascelius form. Very, very pretty tarantula. Love the gold legs. Alright, it's time to feed this girl P. metallica, Goody Sapphire Ornamental. Here we go. Good job, girl. Alright, way down in the hole, I can just make the little hairs here, is Lampripelma valiciopes, which is the Singapore blue. Boosh. Got it. She is a very, very large girl. There we go. Now you see her, now you don't. Here we go. I got this little tarantula from Ryan Mack, who I should be in contact with because he owes me a couple spiders. But very beautiful cage. This is a basically 5-gallon tank. With some backdrop and cork bark similar to what Rob C., Tarantula Guy 1976, does in his enclosures. Beautiful. Alright, this is the final tarantula I'm going to feed in part 1. This is a huge Psalmopoeus cambridgei, which is the Trinidad chevron. There we go. She's adult. $100 from Tarantula Canada at that size. And it was unsexed, but I knew a spider that large is very female. Gorgeous. It's another setup here. That's really good. Used to belong to my big 10-inch beet rufilata that I had about 2 years ago. Alright, let's feed this spider. Just kidding. This is the one I got from Etsy. This is a replica Pinktoe tarantula. From Lifelike Spider Arts. Doesn't have too many left, but it is such a nice piece to add to my collection. Really did an amazing job at this spider. Excellent. Alright, time to feed my gecko, and that's the last one. Alright, time to feed the leopard gecko. This is the last animal that I'm going to feed in part 1. I got this gecko from Bruce. arachnophiliacs. Simply loves it. And I'll give one more because I need to save them for my others. Come on, I know you want it. Good girl. Alright everyone, so that is it for part 1 of the feeding video. I hope you'd enjoyed it. Stay tuned for watching. Part 2 and part 3, or maybe I'll just squeeze part 2 in. It's going to be these 4 shelves, and that's it. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Alright guys, so that's the end of part 1. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'm just going to feature these 4 shelves.